Okay. This seems like it could perhaps be really, really interesting. And I'm really curious to see where this goes with this. Okay. We have Mr. Philip Pickett with Richard Thompson and the Fairport Rhythm section. This album, The Bones of All Men. We're checking out this track, Ein guter New Dance, which I don't know what the guter part means, but the new dance. Pretty sure. I'm sure it means the good dance. I'm doing a little search right now. The good new dance. Huh. Never heard of this. This is kind of interesting. We're taking a listen to this track because it was suggested and sponsored by John. John, thank you so much for the recommendation. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. So I'm looking at it, and it seems that, I don't have a ton of information on this, but it seems that perhaps this is, it says the bones of all men and of several remarkable curiosities therein occurring, but being a compendium of dances, pavans, and steps and such played this time by Mr. Philip Pickett with Mr. Richard Thompson in the Fairport Rhythm section. This seems like it could be really interesting. I'll tell you that much. I've never heard of this album. I didn't see that it was recommended anywhere else, but it has me extremely curious, this one. So I'm excited to kind of dive into this and see how this goes. Okay. I'm loading it up right now. The track listing is a little confusing on it, actually, because some songs have several other songs involved. So I'm just trying to make sure we have the right one, which I could have done before. I think it's this one. Ein guter New Dance. Because, okay, here my issue is it shows one thing on Spotify, but another thing on the track listing. But I'm also pretty sure I'm right. I think they just spelled something wrong. I'm checking one thing. Tedesca. Yeah, it has to be right. We're right. I think they just spelled something incorrectly on here. All right, let's dive on in. We'll discuss it after. Kind of curious to see how this sounds. That crumb horn. assuming that's the first part. Love how they like started to really rock out there at the end. That felt great. Okay, what is there to say except this is one of the best things I've listened to in recent sessions. I thought that this was. It started off in a way that I was like, okay, it kind of reminds me of like Renaissance Griffin kind of era. Like we're really doing a kind of medieval folk rock thing. And I'm like, cool, that is completely fine. But can I tell you the way that they incorporated the rock elements into the sound and really made these melodies stand out so much and so catchy and exciting to listen to? I think took this from something not not ho hum or boring or not unique because it is unique, but took it from something I don't know from one level and just elevated it. And obviously that's due to the stellar musicianship and the genuine instruments and bringing this history to life. Because so, for example, you have Mr. Philip Pickett who's handling the recorder, the crumhorn, like we heard in the beginning, a sham, a dulcian, a kurtal here, and obviously you have Richard Thompson on the lead guitar. And the way that they bring these elements together, it works so well. The first section here, because obviously we have kind of different tracks here. The first section, which was that new dance, it starts off in a traditional dance, so to speak. Okay, this is the traditional crumhorn, a very dated kind of sound, right? You know exactly what era you're in because you expect to see knights and ladies in waiting when you hear that. But as it gets into it, this is a snare from when that main riff starts to come in and then we kind of kick it, it turns into something. It turns into the new dance. This is throw away the tradition. This is the new dance. And it is so fun. That rotation, because it goes through those motions with the riff repeating and a little bit of lead on top of it. It goes through those motions a bit, but it's catchy every single time. Like I'm waiting for it to just keep on going because I want to keep on dancing. And when you listen to dance music in general, it's usually repetitive in some capacity because it's music for you just to dance to, just to let loose. And in its own way, this is kind of hitting that same stride. I'm going to skip ahead a little bit and play it. Yes. Simple rhythm, even though it comes off beat at a certain point. This is the snare thing here. There. That is such a great melody, man. I think that the playing on here is fantastic. You have Dave Pegg on the bass, Dave Maddox on the drums. This is an all-star lineup handled on here. You have Sharona Joshua on virginal clavichord, regal, piano. So there's a really kind of genuine invested interest in bringing the instruments of the time into the music, but then merging it really nicely with the instruments of this time at the album's release in '98. This was a really interesting track. And then you hear it go through those other sections as well. I'm gonna skip ahead a little bit. Starting off traditional. You hear that melody? I like how already before we get into like the further ends of that, you get a setup. I love a good setup. And then it satisfies. Just embellishing a little bit as the instruments. And somehow they are able to work magic within repetition, not making it so, I mean, I can't speak for you, but it never becomes annoying like, and you're just like, okay, I get it. No, throughout, they're constantly changing things on a minuscule level to keep it interesting and entertaining, whether that's switching out an instrument, changing a melody underneath everything, or whatever they're doing. Then the harmony that the track gets into at the end is really like interesting. The hit that's happening in the back, it kind of has a darkness to it, and the violins, I'm assuming those are violins, playing on top of it, there's almost an uncanny pitchiness to it that I think is kind of interesting. It reminds me, I don't know if I can find it so quick, but I'm looking on my personal classical and classical adjacent playlist. It kind of reminds me of, I think that this is what I'm thinking of, Duet from Steve Reich? Yeah. There's this same kind of interesting pitchy harmony. I like that a lot. And then, like, you kind of get that here at the end. Something similar. And I like how it ends in that kind of, to me, a mysterious way there at the end. So this is really, really interesting, this track here. And like I said, I couldn't find a lot of information on this album. So these pieces here, are these traditional pieces of medieval music that they are covering in their own way? Or, I think that's what it is, or are these kind of original pieces that they're making just in that style? I'm leaning towards, where's the written by traditional? Okay, so it must be, in that case, covers basically. Well, they've done a fantastic job. This was a really cool listen, really unique too. They really did a great job bringing the eras together. Huh. I like that. I really like that. Guys, let me know what you thought down below in the comments. John, thank you so much for the exposure, for the request. That was really cool. Hope that you guys enjoyed that as much as me. And that's a cool album title as well, The Bones of All Men. There's something to all that. Hey, hope you guys have a great evening. Thank you so much once again for watching. Please, please, please come back again later, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.